Hello everyone. Now we will start chapter number second. The next point of a chapter number second is process patterns. The software process can be defined as a collection of patterns that define a set of activities, action, work tasks, work products, and related behavior required to develop the computer software. A process pattern provide us with a template, consistent method for describing and important characteristics of the software process. By combining patterns, a software team can construct a process that best meet the need of project. So we will see the pattern can be defined at any level of abbreviation. In some cases, a pattern might be used to describe a complete process. For example, prototyping. In other situations, pattern can be used to describe an important framework activities, for example, planning or a task within a framework activity, for example, project estimating. So next one is following are some template for describing a process pattern. First one is the pattern name. So the pattern name is given a meaningful name that describe its functions within the software process. For example, customer communication. Next is intent. The objective of the pattern is described briefly. The intent of customer communication is to establish a collaborative relationship with the customer in an effort to define project scope, business requirements, and other project constraints. The intent might be further expanded with additional explanation, such as next one is type. The pattern type is specified. There are three types of pattern. First one is a task pattern. The task pattern define a software engineering action or work task that is part of the process and relevant to successful software engineering practice. The example of a task pattern is requirements gathering. Next one is stage pattern. The stage pattern define a framework activity for the process. Since a framework activities encompasses multiple work tasks, a stage pattern incorporates multiple task patterns that are relevant to the stage. An example of stage pattern might be a communication. These patterns would incorporate the task pattern, requirements gathering, and others. The third one is the phase pattern. The phase pattern defines the sequence of framework activities that occur with the process. Even when the overall flow of activities is iterative in nature, the example of phase pattern might be a spiral model or a prototyping. Next point is initial context. The condition under which the pattern applies are described prior to the initiation of pattern. We ask, suppose what organizational or team related activities have already occurred, what is the entry state for the process, and what software engineering information or project information already exists. For example, the planning pattern or a stage pattern requires that customers and software engineers have established a collaborative communication. Successful completion of a number of tasks patterns for the customer communication patterns has occurred, or project scope, basic business requirements, and project constraints are known. Next is the problem. The problem to be solved by the pattern is described. For example, the problem to be solved by the customer communication might be described in the following manner, such as communication between the developers and the customer is often inadequate because an effective format for eliciting information is not established. A useful mechanism for recording it is not created and meaningful review is not conducted. Next is solution. The implementation of the pattern is described. That is the initial stage of a process, the existing which exists before the pattern is implemented, which is again then modified as a consequent the initiation of the pattern. It also describes how software engineering information or projects information that is available before the initiation of the pattern is transformed as a consequence of the successful execution of the pattern. Next is the resulting context. The condition that will result once the pattern has been successfully implemented are described. Upon completion of the pattern, we ask as what organizational or team related activities must have occurred, what is the exit state for the process, and what software engineering information or project information has been developed. Some related patterns are here. We provide some lists such as a hierarchy or in some other diagrammatic form. For example, the stage pattern communication encompasses the task pattern, project team assembly, collaborative guidelines definition, scope isolation, requirement gathering, constraint description, and many specific model creations. Last one is the known user. We will see this with examples, or we can call it as examples. The specific instance in which the pattern is applicable are indicated. For example, communication is mandatory at the beginning of every software project. It is recommended throughout the software project, and it is mandatory once the development activity is underway. The process pattern provides an effective mechanism for describing any software process. The pattern enables a software engineering organization to develop a hierarchical process description that begins at the high level of abstractions, a phase pattern. The description is refined into a set of stage patterns that describe framework activities, and then further refined in hierarchical fashion into more detailed task patterns. For each for each stage pattern. Once process patterns have been developed, they can be reused for the definition of process variants. That is, a customized process model can be defined by a software team using the pattern as a building blocks for the software process. So let's see the example of a process pattern. Suppose a process pattern describes an approach that may be applicable when stakeholders have a general ideas of what must be done but are unsure of specific software requirements. So what will be the pattern name or prototyping or the intent? The objective of a pattern is to build a model or a prototype that can be accessed iteratively by stakeholders in an effort to identify or solidify software requirements. What will be the type? It is a phase pattern. What is the initial context? Initial contexts are stakeholders have identified a mode of communication between stakeholders and the software team has been established. The overriding problems to be solved has been identified by the stakeholders, and initial understanding of project scope or the basic business requirements and project constraints has been developed. Or the problem is requirements are hazy or non-existent, yet there is clear recognition that there is a problem and the problem must be addressed with a software solution. So stakeholders are unsure of what they want, that is, they cannot describe software requirements in any detail. What is the solution? A description of the prototype process which is presented. Resulting contexts are a software prototype that identifies basic requirements, for example, modes of interaction, computational features, processing functions, is approved by stakeholders, such as the prototype may evolve through a series of increments to become the production software, or the prototype may be discarded and the production software built using some other process pattern. Some related patterns are customer communication, iterative design, iterative development, customer assessment, requirement extraction, and some example or the known users are prototyping is recommended when requirements are uncertain. So this is the one example of a process pattern. You can take any other example and you can elaborate it as your pattern name, prototyping, intent, its type, its initial context, its problem, solution, resulting context, release patterns, and known user example. Thank you.